excited to welcome Emanuel Castellano from Mantech Designs LLC. How are you, Emanuel?
I'm great. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Where are you joining us from today?
I am actually located in Lauderdale, Pennsylvania.
Very nice. Well, will you do me a favor? Would you mind taking a little bit of a time to tell our audience a bit about yourself and more specifically your experience and successes as a business owner and entrepreneur? Give us an idea of what Mantech Designs is about and how you came to be that.
Right. So I am a serial entrepreneur and inventor slash product developer. So my background is coming 15 years from this journey of creating my inventions and selling in the marketplace. And so as a company, I created a method to produce and create these products and venture it or license it for a fraction of the cost that other companies do. So it's an easy process.
Very cool. What kind of products are we talking about?
Okay, so I teach people basically how to create a product depending if they have an existing one or they could come to us with just an idea. So they could just want to make money online and we teach them how to pick a hot market and niche down so that way they're more profitable. So it doesn't really have to be specific, but usually we deal with people who has an existing product and they trying to get a patent and try to develop it at a reasonable price.
Wow, what got you into that business?
Well, initially, like I said, my journey, it took me over 15 years. I have two products out. I have one launching actually 2 weeks from now. It's Royal Luggage, royalluggage.com, which is basically I started solving problems and creating products and doing prototypes for people and myself. And I see that it was a lot of people like myself that needed help because it's a hard market to get into and get the right people on your team to accomplish what you want to do instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars like most of us do.
Yeah, exactly. And especially getting it patented, that's quite the process too, and it's pricey.
Right. Real
Wow.
expensive.
Yeah, for sure. Well, obviously, it took you a long time to build yourself up to where you at now, and you have quite a bit of expertise. We're still going through this whole COVID situation, but knowing what you know now, if you had to start all over again, building your own company, what would that process be like? What would be the steps involved to build a company?
Right. That's a great question because we have our course, or if you do one-on-one with us, we had 3 phases. And the first one is how to create your cornerstone, we call it, or your foundation, and which is picking a select market that is already successful so that way your product won't fail because the initial issue is I did before was create a nice product and then go to the market and see who wants to buy it because we love it so much. But we gotta recall that we're not selling to ourselves, we're selling to a certain targeted audience. So we just model something successful that works and your chances of your success rate is so much higher because you're not just reinventing the wheel, unless you have an iPhone or the new something evolutionary, then it doesn't make sense to not have market research. So that's the really vital that we teach, and that's what I would do from scratch. Is really okay. I might have a slight idea, but I want to see if something similar out there to the market, and then make enhances to it and solve all the issues that all the current customers are having. That way I could conquer and eliminate my competition.
I like that. Would you recommend pre-sales? A lot of people, I think, starting a new business, whether it's service or a product, their mentality is, oh my God, I have to have it all done before I start marketing. Would you recommend vice versa, pre-sale marketing, and then see what the demand is before you move into that direction and finalize it?
Yeah, that's good because that is a process of market research because you want to see if you have a product already and you want to, a lot of other clients that have digital products, right? So you want to see if it's working, and then you tweak it along the way, and then you perfect it, and then you have a solid business. Same thing like we teach people, we could do that. I'm doing that actually with my royal luggage. I'm gonna pre-sell, have a lot of high traffic coming in, and then see what the customers are claiming, and then tweak it. Or you could do surveys. I recommend on your Facebook page or group, and let the people create your product for you. And then at the end of the day, after that long journey, you will have something that someone actually, not someone, a whole bunch of people would love to have in their hands.
Yeah, that makes sense. What is the biggest fear you've had to overcome while going through your own, building your own business?
I think initially, most inventors' biggest fear is just to show people their product, right? Because they think they're gonna get ripped off. But I tell you what, it's really hard to produce and create a prototype, and it's not really realistic. It's something we don't come into terms because it's our baby. But the thing is, you really gotta go out there, and I learned how to fail fast, right? And then I could pick up and keep going because it didn't work. Don't get you know a lot of us entrepreneurs have a paralysis of analysis and get stuck at a certain threshold and a standstill. That was another failure, that we feel like we have to do everything, and because we don't want other people or outsource anything else. So that's a failure too, that we gotta learn how to build a team and outreach. You never know who you're gonna come in contact with or contact, because they meet the right person with all the right connections, then everything could change for you.
Yeah, 100%. How has being in social distancing, which I call it physical distancing, it's not really social distancing because we're being social, but how has that affected your business, or has it? And did you have to pivot a certain way?
No, because we initially do everything via online anyways. It just enhanced our business. I say it really grew, and we are really getting real busy actually, and it's hard to maintain because we want to help as much people as we can, but we can't be overloaded either. We want to produce high quality to our clients.
Yeah, that makes sense. What would you say, what would you consider is the biggest pillar of profitability in relation to your business? Is it more of the marketing that makes it successful, business development, the sales part? I mean, I know they all kind of play together, but what's your focus?
It's me. You got to peel back a couple layers of your why, your initial reason of being, and why you were designed or created to be, and who you need to serve. So if you have a product, the best thing is to create it for a certain audience that you want to really, really serve. Like for me, as an inventor, I went through a lot of journeys, got robbed a couple times, ripped off, and it's not fair, and I know for a fact other people are going through the same thing. So why not? I'm doing this service. If I don't return the favor at a fraction of a cost, and doing the same methods I learned how to venture your product for low amounts of money, right? So I think that why, when you get up and you have that vision board, or whatever it is, it could be for your family, it could be financial freedom. That's something, that pillar is so foundational because it will always drive you. And no matter how many times you fail, you will always get up because you have a mission to complete, and you can't let those people down, or whatever that reason is.
Yeah, so mindset definitely is number one, the most important. You're absolutely right. How do you find success? Like what does success mean to you?
To me, I initially believe, at the end of the day, you want to have that time. To me, the most valuable asset is time. So you want to spend the time and whatever you want to do, not be tied up. Or a lot of people, as I say, they own their own jobs because they're working so hard 7 days a week. It doesn't make sense. That's not freedom. Freedom is, success with your time, doing whatever you can, do whatever you want to. and also pull other people along, hold your hand out and bringing people up with you on that train. And that is success when you could grow someone else above and beyond your own and who you are, which I have clients that turn into students, partners, and they're going off on their own. And I'm so proud of them. And that's success to me.
I love that. I love that. Build freedom and help everybody else along the way. Take them to the next level, next notch. I like that a lot. So all of us entrepreneurs kind of have our own routines in the mornings to help keep that vision going and keep you at that higher level of vibration. Would you mind sharing what your morning routine looks like?
Well, it actually starts the night before because if I don't write my to-do list or schedule, I got whiteboards and calendars everywhere here. So they're really essential to keep me focused like a tunnel vision because if not, then I'll allow people to call me. I go on Facebook and try to, I'm all over the place. So I think a to-do list and a not to-do list, like I cannot do this day, this hour, or this week. And that really helps my production. I focus on high quality production. I delegate everything else to my team. So I'm not doing everything. And that's it. I think really something scheduled and something really, that's how I am a list guy. I have to check my list off and see what I have to do and what I cannot do, and that really pinpoints everything I do.
And what a great point, because I think a lot of people try to do everything on their own and get overwhelmed. And I think that kind of provides for more failure. But it's important to delegate and it's important to eliminate for sure, just as it is to actually do certain things. So that's a great point on having those lists. What is there any other little golden nuggets in relation to business you can give our audience? Any tips?
Yeah, I learned the hard way. Not only delegation or outsourcing your stuff, the who or the why and how, you got to learn that. But also, you need a mentor or some form of coach because, you look at all the great people, they always have someone pull them up or train them specifically doing what they need to do and not just be all over the place. I always go to a higher level and get more coaches and more mentors, and I always invest in my own education and growth in every area of life too, not just business. But you need to find someone or there's free mentors, consultants, groups. Get involved with someone that's been at least a year or two ahead of you, and they can help you pull you up. And that's really essential, I believe, in business.
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. Where can people find you online? How can they get a hold of you? What's the best way?
Mantechdesigns.com. That's my homepage, so everything will be displayed there if you want to know more. I'm also on LinkedIn,
Okay.
Emanuel Castellano or Mantech Designs.
So I totally butchered your last name.
No, it's okay.
Well, I really like your sword back there in the background. It looks like you're ready to conquer, sir. So
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. I so appreciate you taking the time today to talk to us. I really do. And I look forward to having you with us again soon.
of course, no problem. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.